Nigerian journalist Kemi Omololu, and we are going to be continuing my docu-series Surviving Davido. I'm so glad that you guys have enjoyed part 1 to 4. I'm getting a lot of rave reviews on it. The Nigerian fraudulent fake media has not reported anything on it. I'm not expecting that. I mean, I have social media platforms. I'm the most powerful on social media. And I don't see any journalists, even on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, verified. None of them are. They're not branded journalists. They work for the government. They're paid by the rich and the famous. But Kemi Olunloyo is not paid by anybody. And what makes me unique to them is that I'm a daughter of a high-ranking politician. The same politicians that pay them, I know what they're doing and I know how they do it. You know me, I expose everybody. In 2015, my father wrote an article, Why Jonathan Must Not Win 2015. Okay? That article was on my father's desk. I was in Molete because he was sick at one time and I was taking care of him. And you know what I did? I woke up in my room and I went to the toilet at 2 o'clock in the morning. On coming back to my room, okay, I now discovered something on my father's desk because his desk is not in an office. When we were in Molete, that is, his desk is actually in the hallway in a nice kind of makeshift office. So if you pass by and there's a document there, you can see what it is. 2 o'clock in the morning, I saw a document on my father's desk. And my father said, in the article, it said, Why Jonathan Must Not Win 2015. My dad wrote this amazing article, which the Afenifere, the Yoruba types, and they're racist or is it tribalist stuff. In any case, you know how they are. They have the Yoruba factions. He wrote the article, and I'm like, why is my dad writing this shit? Well, turns out that he'll give it to one of the boys at the NUJ. See why I'm not in the NUJ? I told you the NUJ is the most fraudulent media organization in the world, okay? All of them. They're ghostwriting and they're doing brown envelope journalism. In the morning, my father called the journalist, give the article to him. By the time the article came in the Nigerian Tribune, let me protect that Tribune, that particular Tribune reporter. By the time the article came out in the Nigerian Tribune, it had the name of the reporter, Why Jonathan Must Not Win 2019. It didn't have my father's name, but my father wrote it. So you see what I'm trying to tell you. No politician's children will talk or tell you anything. No elite person will tell you, I'm your snitch. I know what they're doing. And my dad is in the ruling party. I know everything about them. Wait till you see my father's interviews. There's 15 cuts of them. I just haven't had data or money to be buying Wi-Fi. This Wi-Fi is so fast. And I keep telling you guys to donate $20. Those of you abroad. Those of you here, contribute. Send money to the PayPal. I want to shout out someone. Marilyn Schmidt, who sent money to me for data, for Wi-Fi. Look, she sent $100. See? She sent $100. Someone abroad, though. That's 36,000. That will get you at least 50 gigs. Marilyn, thanks a lot. She's a loyal person, and one other person has sent money before. But you two people, you need to. Don't greet me from Chicago, Kolawole. Has Kolawole sent something? No, you haven't. Kolawole sent something. $50, $30. You guys have my account number. You have the PayPal, hnnafricannews@live.com. And you also have the account number, First Bank. That one is to support the channel. Okay, channel activities. Okay, time, money, data, everything. Okay, they want me to fall. They don't want me to do well. They have money, but they can't support. Okay? And these Davido fans who are supporting Davido, as if Davido's paying the same Davido fans are coming to me asking me for school fees and stuff. They would have abused me on Twitter, then I'll save their Twitter and I'll be seeing them. When I say drop your account number, okay, someone gave me 100,000 naira around Christmas. And I said, drop your account. I'm going to give everybody 5,000 or 10 or, the same people. Imagine that. No politicians' children talk, okay? I was the one that told you about Babangida's trip when he said that they're going to take over the government in 2 days and Buhari will be the head. I've told you enough stuff that you need to know. We have no light in Ibadan right now. I'm in my room and it's very, very hot. As you can see, I'm sweating. Let me try and get something to wipe this sweat. It's annoying, but that's how it is. When the light comes, the fan comes. Without the light, no fan. Today, I'm doing chapter 5 of Surviving Davido. Maybe you have not seen the write-up. It's on Instagram. The write-up shows that those videos are viral. And thank you for watching. What I want you to do is to go to the video, okay, all the videos, and share them. Subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe, please. If you're new, subscribe. Click subscribe. Click the bell notification button. That way you're a subscriber, because I got plenty of videos coming. My dad's videos. My interview with my dad, who's the cabal, everything. He's exposed them all. Now I got to put it up. My dad likes interviews. You know, he's a media whore. He likes media. When I was growing up, media must come to our house. They must do interviews. So now I'm the media. And what I do is I just, on the phone, I'll say, Dad, you're on the phone with me. I'm recording. He'll say, yes, go ahead. When I'm with him, Dad, we're talking. I'm recording. He'll say, yeah. You see, when Ambassador is around here, President Ambassador, I'm recording you. I say, I know, every talk with you is a potential interview. They know these things. They don't care. My dad, though, he's not rich like them. He doesn't have oil blocks. He doesn't spend Nigerian money. You heard what Ribadu said on the Senate floor? How old were you when Ribadu went on the Senate floor, 2006, and said, why can't all of you be honest and transparent like Olunloyo? Ajashi was a former governor too. The guy is dead. I think it's on those State in the Shagari days. Okay, you're live for the chapter 5 of Surviving Davido. This is a juicy chapter. Okay, don't forget to send a donation to support the channel. I always say that. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I'm standing up. I don't know why, but I don't want to sit down. Chapter 5, the Adeleke children. It's important that you know who these kids are. The other day, I mentioned a little bit about them, okay? But I really haven't gone in depth. I'm going to do chapter 5 and 6 today. And bear with me, the phone is 32%. That's why I say support my work. Guys, the blog is out, hnnafrica.live. You need to go to it. If you have a phone, use the web version. When you get hnnafrica.live, you'll see the mobile version. Go to the bottom and click web version. When the web version comes, you just go to the top. You'll see a line for enter your email. Enter your email there. Anytime I blog, ma'am, you're the first to get my updates. Okay? All right. Now, Princess Jambo, you'll locate me when you come home. I may not be in Nigeria. I've told everybody I'm leaving Nigeria after I put my vote in the box for Shawore. I'm leaving the next day. Okay, if he doesn't win, God knows where he'll go. Okay, he's forever my friend. I've tried a lot for Shawore because I believe in him. If he wins, I'll be back, Minister of Petroleum. I hope you've watched the video I uploaded about all the money missing. Let's get to the Adeleke, guys. Let's get to the Adelekes, okay? I talked about them a few, and I want to talk about them more. Okay, surviving Davido. It's very important that you know what's going on with the children of the rich and the elite. They classify us as the same. We're not. The children of the rich and the children of the elite are different. Even though the children of the elite are often called the children of, the children of the rich are often called the children of the elite. Who is the rich? Who's the elite? My father's an elite, okay? A 26-year-old boy who became a man, graduated from St. Andrews College, got a PhD in mathematics, a BS in civil engineering from Cambridge, and came to Nigeria as a 26-year-old, became a commissioner. Commissioner for Economic Planning, Commissioner for Special Duties, Commissioner for Education twice, Chieftaincy Affairs, Crown the Alafion for you. I can go on and on. Chairman, blah, blah, blah. 51 appointments in 58 years. A totally recycled leader. He's 83 years old, and he was recycled because every time they made my dad this, from 26, 27 to 83. Today, he's nothing. He's just an elderly chieftain of APC, who doesn't even have a say. He'll tell you in his office, Jagaban, Tinubu does not let me speak. Tinubu doesn't let him speak. Jagaban doesn't give him a voice to talk on the issues. So he's zipped right now. That's why he's talking to me, interviewing like crazy with me. Before, he'll call Vanguard and all those guys, all those fake NUJ guys to come and interview him. Now he's got me. So don't worry, Daddy. Tinubu doesn't have to talk to you. You just talk to Kemi and I get it out there on the net. I'm powerful. All right. Let's stop beating around the bush. The delegates are watching. Woo! Kuda Gueama, a fan from Zimbabwe. Thank you. Kuda said you should apologize. Kuda, I'm coming to Zimbabwe. I have to see President Mugabe before he dies. That's a life goal as a journalist. And I have to see that his vice president that's ruling now. Make sure you have money for me because that your money is so devalued. And what's going on with this shutdown? Make sure those terrorists in Al-Shabaab don't get them. All right. Let's go. The Adela kids are watching. Now, the children. The Adela kids are the children of the rich. Kemi Olunloyo are children of the elite. When your father is rich, you think he's an elite. He's really not. Elites are usually very educated. They don't make noise. Their children don't really make a lot of noise. When I was in America for 32 years, no one really knew me in Nigeria or my accomplishments. The ones that knew. But coming back, leaving at 14, coming back at 42 in 2006, before I went to Canada, 48, I came back again, deported. You know, a lot of people did not know me. These young people didn't know me. That's why I said, oh, you want to be like Linda AKG. They didn't know that Linda was on Channels News in 2006. I want to be like the top pioneer bloggers in America. There's a Nigerian among them. I want to be like Kemi Olunloyo. I'm going to get that footage from Channels. That was about when they shut Channels down. And people don't even know that Linda wanted to be like me. She wants to be like Linda. She's jealous of Linda. Oh, fuck it. Shut up. Listen. Okay? I taught Linda everything she knows. She copied me. That blog, hnnafrica.live, you'll see. If you want to learn blogging, you'll be following what I'm doing. It's a live blog. I'll announce when I'm about to blog. You'll now go there, you'll be watching. And I'll do like 10 stories in 5 minutes and stuff. You'll enjoy it. Nobody's ever done a live blog before. Okay. So the children of the elite are not necessarily the children of the rich. I'm a children of the elite. My father doesn't have money. My dad is sitting up there in Malete. No money. All right, this government gives you this, that one, this. Okay, so why is all this APC stuff on the wall? And the, oh my God, the APC next level, everywhere on top of my father's office. It's money. Okay, they give you 10 million naira for that. Convert that to pounds. That's probably 20,000 pounds. Olumide's school fees is my dad's youngest son. So you got to do some things for business. So these children of the rich, their delicacy is exactly that. Children where the fathers got gifts from the government, money that belongs to us, money that's ours, money that's Nigeria's money, oil blocks. I've told you about that. This is the reason Wale Adeleke, you know, the dark fat one that said, I'm a Mumu journalist. You guys have read it. It's in the community post. Mumu journalist that spreads fake news. Go and do your research. Every rich Nigerian got an oil block. You see mentality? That's what Chairman HKN says, Wale Adeleke. He's so dumb, okay? Wale Adeleke should concentrate on getting his stomach down and be healthy. Look at the Tinubu boys. Look what happened to them. Jide died. Deji died. They both slumped. At the end of the day, health is wealth. Wale, instead of you abusing a journalist, you're opening your dirty mouth and you're telling me that I'm a fake journalist. No, I'm spreading fake news and I should go do my research. While not every Nigerian that's rich got an oil block. There are people that worked hard and they didn't get an oil block. They didn't do Yahoo and they didn't do drugs. Oh, lights is back. Guys, let's move to the regular place. I'm really hot. You see the good luck that happens to me. Lights is back. So I get to plug everything because I haven't had light since morning. Joe, hold on, guys. I want to throw something out. Bear with me. If I want to do this documentary as, super duper documentary, editing, stuff like that, okay? I might put some ads in the middle. My ads are in front and the back. If you skip my ads, well. But at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter. I want you guys to get my content straight up, okay? The fan's on. I'm sitting down in my regular place. Let me plug everything and let's go. So we're talking about Wale Adeleke, Chairman HKN. He's verified everywhere. These kids, the love status. Okay, Wale Adeleke was born by Deji Adeleke and Grace. Grace is Ajunwa. Is it Ajunwa or Awunja or something like that? I don't know. I don't think she's Nigerian. Grace is a woman that used to be Wale Adeleke's girlfriend. Okay? They met in Atlanta before Vero came into the picture. So let me just say that Wale was born out of wedlock. You don't know that, you just found out. Wale Adeleke was born out of wedlock. Deji never married Grace. And right around when Wally was maybe, let me see, Wally was around 4 years old, kind of thing, when Vero came into the picture, when Davido was born. Wally was born in 88, the year I graduated pharmacy school. My diploma says 89, 30 years, but I finished a year early. So Wally was born. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just so distracted because I want to get this modem. The modem is almost dead, too. Oh, modem's fine. Okay. Wale Adeleke was born in 88 and Davido was born in 92. So right around 4 years old. He was 4 years old when Vero had Davido. And Wale lived with his mother in Atlanta there, Grace. So he was born out of wedlock. He's the one that told us that only rich people, all the rich people get oil blocks. Now, I've already clarified that. Wale does not understand the concept of life. When you have the mentality that everybody got an oil block, challenge them and say, why did every rich Nigerian get an oil block and people are poor and poverty is all over? Well, it doesn't surprise you because Wale Adeleke was the same one that showed the dog eating spaghetti. Do you remember? When Wale had his dog eating noodles, and the dog was eating the noodles good. My dog eats noodle. Naya, KJ's dog eats noodles, eats amala eba, everything. But Wale had to film his dog. When Naya was eating something, some of my fans said she was malnourished. So I went to KFC one day. I got 4 pieces of chicken. I had 2. There was 2 left. I threw one for Naya in the box, and Naya went there. You could see Naya eating chicken in the KFC. But I did a video for revenge for those bad fans. And I said, look, Naya is eating KFC. Is that malnourishment? But that's different. See how I did mine? Wale did his insane. My dog eats better than a lot of you. These are Davido's fans. A lot of the HK and DMW fans. And Wale Adeleke was saying my dog eats better than a lot of you. There was an outcry and a backlash. Everybody got very mad, pissed off. Remember that? And he said I was just joking. No, you weren't. It was insensitive. That's what you get when you have somebody who is proud that their father is rich and that their father got oil blocks, and every rich person got oil blocks, and they expanded it to many businesses, and we are eating more than you, we're doing well than you, and our dog is eating more than you. That's their real mentality. So when it comes out as a joke, you know they're talking the truth. You hear that? That's what's going. You guys here, I'm reading your comments as I'm mentally telling you these stories because you're the only ones I have. There's a lot of people in this broadcast. You're almost 200 here now. Not all of you are HNN Africans, okay? You're the army. Don't worry, the fan is blowing on me. You're my army, and you're going to be the one to basically spread this video. I told you click share. Share to your Facebook pages. Share to your Twitter pages. Share to your Instagram. Do what you got to do. Just share. Only thing is don't download my video. If you're a blogger, embed, okay? Because if you download it, I'm going to take your YouTube channel, your Instagram. I'll take your pages down, and you don't want that because I really love my fans. Especially all you guys with YouTube channel. Don't download my video and put it on YouTube. You know YouTube will yank you right now. I don't have to tell you. So we're done with the dark-skinned fat one, Chairman HK, and that's what he is about. Let's go to Sharon. Sharon Adeleke is Davido's sister, okay? And Sharon is one of Vero's kids. So that's why you have that picture of Vera and Davido and Deji. Sharon she's kind of humble. She always says, please, 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 don't compare me to Davido, as in, I'm Davido's sister, but I work. I have my own business. You know what I mean? She doesn't flaunt cash. She says she can never put her kids on social media. Nobody knows her kids, seen them, or their names. And I'm a woman of my own. She's Ademefun, Sharon Ademefun. She's Sharon Adeleke too. She owns a business called Rona Wigs. She does hair. She makes wigs. She learned how to make wigs. She learned it on YouTube or something. I remember when she did an interview with She Leads. She told She Leads. You guys know She Leads, right? She Leads Africa. She did an interview with them, and she said she watched how to make a wig on YouTube, and she started a startup. One of the good things with Deji Adeleke is that all what his children wanted to do, they had the money to start up, which is the biggest problem with you. You want a business, but you have no money to start it up. That's the problem I have in Nigeria. Young people need the money to start up, and you can see they'll do great things. You know what I mean? Damilare, I'm Nima Shan. If you want to send money to me, First Bank of Nigeria, 3020-832-750. You can send me an email, hnnafricannews@live.com, or send me a DM on Instagram at Kemi Olunloyo. I'll give you the account number, but it's 3020-832-750, First Bank. And hnnafricannews@live.com is PayPal. Thank you for supporting the channel. Right before I started this video, remember we didn't have any light. Some of the money people send me, the $50 becomes 17,000. I'll get some Wi-Fi. That'll buy me like 20 gigs. If there's no light, I'll turn on the generator. That's petrol. It buys me petrol. That phone was 23% when we started. And if I don't have petrol, I have to plug it to a power bank. And the power bank itself, I just got a new one, 7,500. This video's out. I can't wait to go to America and just cable internet, fast Wi-Fi. Okay, so Sharon Adeleke makes wigs, runner wigs. She does hair, extensions and all that stuff. Which brings me to the fact that when Amanda came, Davido's wife, when I say Davido's wife, please don't question me, okay? 20 years time, you'll find out that Davido is actually married to Amanda. Do you know Amanda's name? You don't. Just sit down calling her the second baby mama. She's not even the second baby mama. She's the third baby mama. And now the wife. I'll be vindicated later. Remember, Kemi's always vindicated. So, if you guys remember when the concert happened in Lagos, Amanda posted some crap on Snapchat. Remember what she posted? Oh, what's going on? I'm developing a rash. Is it the pillows in this hotel or the water or the weave? Hey, I said, I hope these Nigerian weaves, she said, oh, the weave. So that means she did her weave in Nigeria. I said, I sure hope she didn't use Rona Wigs, Sharon's company's hair. She just dissed the wig. I know the girls selling wigs here. We get our stuff from Brazil. This girl's from a ghetto. If you know Atlanta well, she's from Bankhead. Person from Bankhead is complaining about the pillow in a posh hotel. That hotel was almost 700 naira. I said 700 naira, 70 to 100,000 naira a night. And she was complaining. Amanda met Davido on Instagram. One picture came out in the feed. Said, oh, correct girl, no wahala. They started talking. They became friends. One night stand. Oh, so you're a big Nigerian star. Davido told her he's a big Nigerian music star. Amanda goes to Davido's profiles, see everything with the blue mark, see the magic of the blue mark when you're verified. I'm trying to get my Instagram verified now. I'm going to request that today. And you're verified. Never know who will be talking to you. I'm verified on Facebook and Twitter. That's the only two places I've always been verified because they're my work pages. But I want to turn Instagram to be verified. But I want to turn Kemi Olunloyo before I do HNN Africa because that's still in hiatus. But at the end of the day, that blue tick, you see the Brazilian president's son talking to me on Twitter. The blue tick makes a difference. So Amanda sees the blue tick and look at the millions of 4.3 million, 9 point something million on Instagram, 4.3 on Twitter. Let's meet when you're in town. Davido went back to Atlanta for whatever, that's his hometown. And they met. They had dinner. She's even finer in person. They did, you know how it is. One night stand. They had sex. She got pregnant. That girl was ready for anything. She didn't even use any protection. Next thing you know, Davido falls in love with her. Meanwhile, Chioma is going to tell me that she's been dating Davido for 5 years. So you were dating Davido when Davido was dating Sophia Mamadou. She was also a one-night stand. Okay. So Chioma says she's been dating Davido since 2013. That means Chioma was dating Davido at Babcock when Davido had the one-night stand with my client, Ayola Benjo, and Sophia Mamadou, another one-night stand, without Chioma knowing. You see, that Chioma girl is really a dumb fool. Okay, you're dating somebody when they had girlfriends or one-night stands and babies popping out, then you're not proud to say it. Look what he's done to you. So Sharon Adeleke is single, married, independent lady, has her own business, and that's about it with her. Now, Demola's children. You guys know Demola, dancing senator. When we were 15, we did WAEC. And Demola was supposed to do WAEG too. He didn't even show up for the exam. He showed up next thing for one subject, went home, didn't take the rest of the exam. F9 in the one subject. Money, money, money. He went abroad to school. He didn't graduate in the university. Anything for money. Money pays for everything. Comes back to Nigeria, wants to become a governor. They now found out he didn't even graduate from the school in America, but yet he won the senator's race. Did he lie about credentials when he was senator? I don't know. But on the governor one, he couldn't lie. He lied, but they caught him. And then his WAEC code came out. Then people were arrested for trying to forge a new certificate for him. This is what you have when there's money and oil money flowing. Demola has two sons that are well known in the music label HKN, DMW. And they're B-Red and Shina Adeleke. Shina Rambo. B-Red by Adeleke. Both of them, I don't know where Shina was born. Wait. I know Bayo was born in Atlanta, B-Red. Bayo is the one that Mitchell looks like. You know Mitchell, my baby, my granddaughter, Davido's daughter. Mitchell looks like a lot like B-Red. Yeah. Do you have an uncle that you look like? We all have those genes go. I called Ayo, my client, and I sat with her for hours. And I said, on that night, when you followed Davido to the hotel, the entire crew was there. Correct? Correct. You went, Wendy Fole, hi from New York, love your show, very intelligent. Wendy, support the show, send $50, $100, something. All you guys from New York and places, donate, support the show, please. I really appreciate you. Struggling, with a modem that's passed through, the Wi-Fi is passed through a mobile, whatever. And so it cannot even back up your Apple phone. Apple support is telling me that it's not real Wi-Fi, all this LTE business. But anyway, so as I was saying, Baya Deleke, that's, who my client's baby looks like the most. B-Red. So I sat Ayo down and said, Ayo, on that night, they said Davido usually smokes weed, drinks alcohol, and he doesn't remember the woman that he had sex with the next day. Where were you? Where did you sleep? You slept in the hotel room with him and you had sex. You heard her on the news conference. She said Davido refused to use a condom. Looked at her and said, look at you, fine girl like this. You don't look like you have any disease, and I don't. So let's do it. They did it. When you had sex and you finished sex, what happened next? Did you guys both go to bed? Did you sleep? She said yes. Were you sleeping sound or you were sleeping? As in, were you drunk? Did you drink anything? I said, no. I slept, he slept. We woke up. So no one came into that room. The reason I asked her this is because Anu really looks like B-Red. And I got insulted by many people saying, leave Davido alone. Go to B-Red and test B-Red instead. Because if B-Red entered that room or anybody else entered that room and they had sex with her while she was either asleep or drunk or whatever, that's why I asked if she slept tight or was she drunk. She said no. If he entered that room, then I'll have to charge him with rape. You see where I'm going? Okay. If I decide to do a DNA test, okay, another DNA test, independent, and it comes out negative again with Davido, I'm just telling you, and I decide I want to test B-Red because that girl looks exactly like him, what would he tell me? My client said, it'll tell you negative. Davido is the father. I understand that. Tayo is downstairs, my brother. He's 48. Okay, he looks exactly, Tayo's downstairs, 48. My son, my oldest son, Annie, okay, 32, looks exactly like my brother, So that's the thing. Some people look like their uncles. But if I test B-Red and that came out positive, and B-Red is really the father of this fight we're having, then I'm going to have him charged with rape. That means he slept with that girl that night. So he'll have to, So we've cleared all that. You know what I mean? I knew it's definitely not delicate, that's for sure, Mitchell. So, okay, let me take some people out. Madam Kemi, please, are you on drugs? You speak like you're mentally impaired. Let me see who this person is so I can ban them from the broadcast, unless they beg. Am I on drug? You guys are not serious. You come in here insulting me when I'm telling you facts that you need to know. Rich people's children are enjoying their lives. You didn't know how I went to school in America. Like I paid my own education through scholarships. You think my father sent me for broadcasting or PR? I was sent to pharmacy school and applied for scholarships because I was brilliant. I got a perfect SAT. But the mentality there is that children of politicians are funded with Nigerian money. Do you know how much a governor made in 1983? My father made 1,500 naira a month. That was the salary for governors. 1,500 a month. Go and find out. And that 1,500 was equivalent to $2,000. The naira was higher than the dollar. Who's this girl? Yeah, let's put her away. Okay. So Christina Johnson, whoever you are, you're not on the channel anymore. Okay, so what we're talking about is got to be read. Bayo Adeleke is a member of the band. He has his own songs. He has his own music with his brother Shino Adeleke. You know, the Shino Rambo guy. I don't know why he called himself Shino Rambo. Shino Rambo is a notorious thief and murderer in Southwest Nigeria. Go and Google it. So I don't know why you want to be after. Some people are like that. They want to be named as a music artist after a dangerous person. So Shino Rambo is such a name. I know there's another one in America, a rapper, Jim Jones. Jim Jones gave all his church members cyanide-laced orange juice and they died in Guyana. I don't know. Some people just like that anyway. So those two right there, they're light-skinned. The father's Demola Adeleke, the dancing senator. And, you know, that's one side. I've told you about Chairman HK and Wale, Grace's son. Okay, you guys are always talking about, is Davido and Wale from the same mother? They're not. Okay, Sharon is Vero's kid and Davido. So, you know, Deji had women, just like Davido had women, one before wedlock. Let's talk about Teju. You see, Teju and Deji were married. They didn't have any kids. All right. Teju Adeleke is now divorced from Deji Adeleke. Money, money, money. Let me tell you what caused that divorce. First of all, you see the Adelekes, they haunt each other. And people, I'm a nightmare to that family now. But in my sleep, Veronica is talking to me. Kemi, keep exposing them. Keep telling my son what they did to me. Keep telling my son why I died. Keep telling my son how I died. Vero's voice is inside my ear. There's nothing any fan or anybody can do. I would keep telling all the secrets. When Vero used to call me to tell me what pill she's taking next, what it was for. Veronica, what are you doing taking Artane? You know, doctor said, calm me down, do this. They restricted her life. They said she died of a brief illness. That's what the children really knew when they were young. They said she was poisoned at a party she went. No, she locked herself in the room on her husband's birthday and she snorted cocaine. Davido, you said I'm on cheap drugs. Well, rich people don't use cheap drugs. Whatever cheap drugs are. I'm a pharmacist. You said I'm on cheap drugs. Your mother was on expensive drugs. The rich people use cocaine. Ask Whitney Houston, she'll tell you. And it killed her. Who was using cocaine in the Adeleke household? Maybe Davido needs to tell us, but he wouldn't know. He was 10 years old. Was his father snorting cocaine? We know his mother was snorting it, and she eventually died of it. So don't you ever open your fucking mouth, Davido, and tell me that I'm on cheap drugs. Your mother's free now. You're not free yet. Somebody asked me, why am I doing this? Because I have to let you know who you fucked with. Sit down in the bush in Jamaica smoking weed, giving your fans impressions, using drugs in the bush. Oh, you don't think weed is drugs? Dumb ass motherfucker. I can tell you your life history. Everything I just said on this broadcast, people probably don't know it. Because of what? Because of money? What money do you guys have? You've bought the whole world with money. You've bought the entire Nigerian media with money that they don't report Surviving Davido. I know where I'm taking Surviving Davido to. The international media.
Didn't BET give you awards? I was a BET employee. I was a hip-hop correspondent for Canada. You think I can't pick up the phone or the internet or email and write people at BET News and tell them to come up with a story about you? It's good for BET News, gossip, black entertainment news. Some of his fans are now scared. Oh, this can hurt his career. Oh, you don't know nothing yet. You hurt me. You disgraced me in front of 10 million. I asked you to apologize 3 times, 4 times. I gave you 3 months. We're not going to 4 months. Why is the king of your town talking to my dad about this case? The Timmy of Ede. Ayolabinjo had a baby for you. Her mother took herself in a public transportation to Osun State to see the king. Oh, yeah, we'll talk to the Adele case. They went to the king. That's the job of the king when things are not going on well in households. The king gave them transportation money. The mother went back home. An attorney wrote a letter to your family. Deji and all of you ignored it. Our daughter had an amorous relationship with your son. Your father ignored it. The paternity results, I have them. 5 years later, you want a copy? I'm going to post them online, all your DM. You don't know that when I became the public relations specialist to the Labinjo family, I took over every last account. Don't send me any more fucking messages, Davido. You hear me? I'm the one controlling her Facebook. Okay? She's not a social media person. She controls her Instagram and her WhatsApp. All right? But that Facebook page, she controls it too. But I'm the one there looking at your messages. When you send her messages, she shows it to me because she's supposed to. Hi there, how's your daughter? You're contacting her. You couldn't give her a ticket to come to the concert with her daughter. Your daughter. It's our daughter. Come out and have that DNA test, the new one. Christmas, I did a video talking to you. Davido, send the baby a gift. The video was on Instagram, even on this YouTube channel. Nothing came. Then you're sending stupid messages over the Christmas. I'm sitting down there next to the laptop at Ayo's house and reading this bullshit you're sending her. Can I have the paternity test? She's telling you, no, you have a copy. You should have a copy from 2014 when the baby was just 1 year old. What, you lost your copy? Alex Shobola, the doctor that did it and altered it for you and Deji, that you paid a lot of money in that brown envelope. Can you not ask Shobola for the test? Get your own copy. I have the copy of the paternity test. I have it. And that paternity test is on my Instagram at Kemi Lawyer. If you use your brain and sit down all night and scroll the page, it's all there. You're asking me. It's all there, but it has my logos on it. So you can't alter it now. That's what you're going to do, Davido. I know you're watching me. You're going to take my paternity test for Anu Mitchell, and then you're going to have them alter it, the Photoshop experts. The negative part will be positive. Then you'll say, oh, Anu is my child. Sorry for what I did. I'll be taking care of my baby now. You're not going to try that. We're not going to let it happen. You're going to come out and take a new DNA test. If I could put you in that show in Atlanta, who's there from America there? Any of my fans, America? There's a show now here in Atlanta. Paternity TV or something. We'll have it over there. That judge will order it. I'm trying to get the little girl a passport now. Even though she should be carrying a U.S. passport, I'm going to get her a Nigerian passport. I'm going to find a way to get her into Atlanta. Go to court, file. And the minute you show up, you're going to pay. Because I will freeze your assets, everything. I'll freeze your driver's license. Some of you don't know I can freeze somebody's driver's license. Freeze your passport if you don't pay child support in America. Some states will freeze that. They'll suspend your license, suspend your passport. So if you came to America and they suspend your U.S. passport and your driver's license, you can't drive that Bentley around Atlanta. You better have a Nigerian one from FRIC. And you cannot travel on the U.S. passport. David will have to use this Nigerian passport. Most of you don't even know that. 40 minutes into the broadcast, Kemi Omololu, a Nigerian journalist. This is Surviving Davido, a docuseries about a music artist, pop star, David Adeleke, a Nigerian artist. We're talking about the Davido family now, the Adeleke family. This is the longest of the docuseries, 40 minutes. And I really want tender mercy on the people that live in Nigeria that have to watch this because it's a lot of data. Support, 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 guys. At the end of the day, Davido will have to have a new paternity test. The key people in the Adeleke family, I've told you, the boys in the band, Shina does not agree with Davido. And Shina said, I don't want to be involved in this. This is your child, David. That's what he said on the morning of the paternity test. Wale Adeleke, the fat one that says every rich person got an oil blood, he was also on that end. But of course, he's dumb. Okay? Rocco Labinjo, Aya's mother said, he mentioned, hey, David, this baby looks like you, because that was the first day they saw the baby. Baby was 10 months old. But then, wasn't he commenting on Instagram about a month ago and saw Aya's picture when Aya just opened Instagram and said, look at a thin, hungry looking person. He called Aya, the mother, thin, hungry looking person. This little girl has some kind of spiritual something on her. You know when they say in Yoruba, how do you say it? Nightmare in the Adeleke. Congratulations, oh, Governor Yetola. Oh, niye. She Demola winning in the tribunal. Demola didn't win in the tribunal. Wants to be governor. The Adelekes want to rule Osun State again. The one that ruled Osun State did a fantastic job. Isiaka died, murdered by a nurse. I'll tell you who did that later. Injected with diazepam and protopin in the same IV line. He went to become senator. This new breed, none of them can rule Osun State anymore. You can't even rule your own household and take care of your own children. Eni lasin bi mo sitani. She did your biwale out of wedlock. Baby mama ni mama Wale now. You want my kick be around. Wale Adeleke, you're the product of a baby mama now. So what's your problem? What's your problem with Anu's, mother, Ayo? Calling her a thin-looking, hungry girl. Yeah, she's hungry. Even I'm hungry. I have no food in this house right now. I have a little bit of money, but before I go get that food, the food I want, either Bodija Market or ShopRite, it takes a Uber, a Taxify, or one of those to take you there. You got to pay them. Are they going to wait for you? All that bullshit you go through in Nigeria instead of a car, Davido's baby mama, the first one when he was 21 and it was nothing. One stupid Ekura song. Ekura, Madame Dudo, Emi Baba. Those are the two hits he had. He was 21. He didn't want a baby. He was a boy. He wasn't a man. This girl is living in a one-bedroom apartment. One room, sorry. Mattress, chair, couch, toilet in there with her mom and a little girl, 5-year-old. Why would you put anybody through that? And the Sophia Mamadu is living in a luxurious apartment. She's got a boutique. She's taking care of everybody. Sophia's not independent anyway. Okay? Sophia's actually a gold digger. I'll write that. Okay? Sophia Mamadu can never marry anybody. It's not a curse. Dele, are you hearing me? Your niece will not find a husband because she has built her life around Davido, who's not going to marry her. Instablog Nigeria did a story about that and said, Kemi Olunloyo just broke Sophia Mamadu's last hope. Davido's never going to marry you, and you're never going to marry him. It's a waste of time. It's a nightmare. You might be the loved one because of your daughter, Imadi. That's the only thing you have. Imadi is not their first grandchild. It's Anu. Okay, when Anu takes over that family, that whole Pacific energy and all the big, big money, I see my baby in front. Auntie Teju Phillips, the oldest child of Fernandez, the billionaire. Go and read it. She was born out of wedlock. They didn't accept her now until maybe she was almost 12, 13 or 15. I don't know. One age sha. When Fernandez died with all those billions, how much was it again? $700 billion. See where Auntie Teju was. See the role Auntie Teju Phillips played in the funeral and everything. She was the daughter, the first daughter. That's how I knew it's going to be to the Adeleke. This is part 4. Excuse me, part 5. I want to go prepare part 6. Part 6 is going to be about Tagbo, DJ Olu, and Chime. Friends of Davido's, associates of Davido's, people who have died around Davido. There is a young boy in Port Harcourt right now. He's still missing. Wike gave Davido lots of money to promote artists, and we saw it all on the news. I think this artist was a rapper in Port Harcourt, well known, and I think maybe Davido was mentoring him. He showed up at Davido's house one day. I don't know what happened, but they said that some kind of stuff happened. He just started throwing stones, and he broke the windscreen, the glass of Davido's car. Davido called SARS. He called the police. The police arrived. It was SARS. They took the young man away, and he's never been seen again. His family is looking for him. They've reached out to me. And some people are saying they went to the prison. They went to all police stations. They don't know where this young man is. And the officers were SARS. So there's an assumption that Davido had him taken away and he's been already executed somewhere. SARS kills people off. They do that extrajudicial killing, but we don't know. I'm not saying SARS killed him. We don't know where he is. Doesn't his family have a right to know? You see what I'm telling you? When you're dealing with the Illuminati, because Wike says Davido must mentor artists, gives him money and all that, does a song with Duncan Mighty, a song I like too, Aza. You know, I'm a Davido fan. Did anybody see my birthday in 2017 that was on television? That TVC and all these people showed on the entertainment news? What was I singing to on the microphone, on the karaoke? Money falling, banana falling. I'm a Davido fan. But I never let Davido know that. I just keep watching Davido from afar until he now came into my life. That young man, we're looking for him. We don't know where he is. As an investigative journalist, I can't do everything for free. I can't be doing work. That's not going to pay me. The family, I told them it cost $500,000 to do investigative reporter. I shy away from it after my prison thing. At the end of the day, I told them it was a conflict of interest. I have 2 cases already with Davido. The Pacific Energy death, I didn't want to get it. That's another conflict. Everybody started coming to me because I'm beefing with Davido. You see how annoying Nigeria is? Because I'm beefing with him. Oh, please, somebody died at Pacific Energy. They treated him like a... Oh, please, my brother went to Davido. Keep all your Davido shit aside. I'm dealing with my own. In a way, I regret taking the baby one, but I don't regret it now. Tomorrow, I'm going to First Bank, FCMB, and I'm going to compare products. I've already called my manager. I'm opening an account for Davido's daughter tomorrow. I'm going to put 10K inside, and the account is ready at 18. She gets to own the account in 15 years. That's the least I can do. I've paid her school fees. I've bought supplies for her. Tomorrow I'm taking her shopping to get her toiletries and provisions because I want her to have her own food in the house, to eat well, spaghetti, indomie, chicken, meat. I want her to be happy. Everything Davido's not giving her, I'm giving her because Davido's mother, Veronica, told me to. I'm going to raise her. So one day she can look and say, that 85-year-old woman raised me, Grandma HNN. That's what she calls me. She's the one that started calling me that, Grandma HNN. I have a phone conversation with her. I'll let you hear it. I'll post it. The day she started school. She was excited. She's in school right now. At the end of this broadcast, I wanted to thank you guys. Aya is on Instagram. Aya, Labinjoh. Aya Labinjoh. That's her Instagram. I'll look at a few questions, guys, before I go. But the key people in the Adeleke family, I've already told you. Nicholas doesn't have anything to do with the music. He's the tall, light-skinned one. You guys need to go to the website of Pacific Energy Company. You'll see the board of directors. All of them are on the board, including Davido. Because if anything happens to Deji, the kids inherit all the money and the oil blocks and the oil wells. So go and look at them. Nicholas is light skinned. Nicholas also, the little girl I'm raising also looks like Nicholas. They're all the same family. Let me see. Okay, somebody has put Ayala Binjo on Instagram. We'd like to see her in school uniform. Cute lady thing. Yeah, we don't want to put her in school uniform because we don't want people to know what school she goes to. Okay, where they lived, Davido sent his boys over there to harass them. They moved away. Where they live now, Davido and his boys also know where they live now. One of his boys wrote me and said, "Oh, we know where they live. We know um, that the girl is a scam. That the baby doesn't belong to David." My thing is that I don't want to put school uniform because now they'll be combing all the schools in the area. I don't want them to harm the child because if that were to happen, I would deal with Davido mercilessly. Mercilessly. Okay, on Nigerian soil, I would deal with you mercilessly if that child was harmed. Look at my eyes very well. I don't play. I don't entertain bullshit. Okay? I'm a psychic medium, Mia. I talk to the dead. If you'd like me to talk to the dead for you, maybe I should charge you to do that. I'm going to go like Tyler very soon. All right. The fact that Davido signed with Sony, who's the cause of Michael Jackson's sudden death due to overworking his body, is enough reason to know his Sony deal was blood ritual. That I'm not going to confirm or deny. I don't want to get involved in his record deal and blood rituals and all that. My son is an artist. If Sony signs him, I don't need this kind of talk. Yeah, I'm going to open it tomorrow. I'll post it so that people can put money there so that by the time she's 18, she can withdraw. I wish you can work on Tinubu because I know you know everything. What do you mean I can work on Tinubu? You have money that you're going to pay me? Investigative journalism costs money. Guys, work is different from documentary and what I'm doing now. Okay, what I'm doing now is a documentary. Okay, if you want anybody, what do you have to... Tinubu has nothing. Everybody knows everything about Tinubu. Okay, his days in America. Sahara Reporters has all guys. Okay, I'm not in the business of working with exposing people. You're getting it wrong. Okay, I do investigative journalism, I do documentaries, and I do broadcasting. Okay, I don't go out and attack people like people say. I don't work on people. Okay? Tinubu owns a media outlet. Tell them to work on him. I wish the truth about most Nigerian big shots could be exposed this way. It doesn't work that way in journalism. Nobody goes out to expose anybody. Okay, if something comes and it's a red flag, you do the story. If not, you pay the reporter or the media outlet to do an investigative story. I was doing investigative journalism for traffic on my page, okay, until I got arrested after an 8-page news tip came to me. I can't continue saying that. You know what happened with my own. But now I charge 500,000. If anybody wants to go and do an, the only people I've ever paid is that horrible Babangida case. The Babangida case where the son and the wife broke up and they were fighting over the children and all that, and they wanted me to find out what's going on the other side. They had to pay, and the results, you saw it on Instablog Niger. Abisola Abiodun and Titeji Phillips is a living testament, so is my own stepson who is doing well. Okay, yeah, that's what we should look about, not Ritual and Michael Jackson. You're right. Okay, and Titeji Phillips is, she was, how long did Fernandez abandon the mother? I think it was 15 years. By 15 they took her. I'm not waiting for Davido at 15. Paternity courts are everywhere in America. Please, what's your blog so I can join? The blog is www.hnnafrica.live. It's not .com, it's not .org, it's not .net, it's .live. So go to hnnafrica.live on your phone. Make sure you use the web version so that you can plug in the email. Because if you just use the mobile version, you won't see the email field. Okay. I'm reading your comments. Bear with me. I'm sure David is only trying to be strong right now because we know that what's to be living in darkness. Support the channel via PayPal. Abisola, thank you for promoting the channel. Sometimes you're not even allowed into the country. What country are you talking about, Kikelamo? Sometimes you're not even allowed in the country. I don't know what country you're talking about. Who's allowed? Who? But they fight anybody trying to create awareness. Jeremy Kyle show here in the UK. What's that? A medium show? I want to do a medium show here in Nigeria. We need a Maury show here. Maury show. DNA has been altered too in court in cases abroad. Well, we know that happens. A shame Nigerians hate to tell the truth. You know, BTI was all about hype. BT is a business entity run by Deborah and some whites, not run by black people, but it's true. Well, Abisola, you're right. Where's Lola now? Lola is in BET. I know she was at a rise. She went to BET. Okay, I'll find it. I'm actually going to, now that you told me, because Lola, Femi okay, Kemi Olunloyo, and I think Shadi Bolarinwa at WBAL, if she's still there in Baltimore, we're the four main international journalists that are known internationally around the world, and we're all female. I don't know of any man, that's male international journalist. I mean, you have those guys on Journalist Hangout UK, but I mean, talking about we that we have worked on, they know our names all over. Yeah, Deborah runs that. And what I like about Deborah is, her husband used to run the company and then she took over. Okay. When Justin Bieber was being yapped about being on BET Awards, remember what Deborah said, that music is universal. It doesn't see color, race, or anything. Viacom owns BET now, and Viacom owns the whole entity of MTV, BET, and VH1. I was endorsed by all three. Hip Hop was #1 blog in Canada, and I was on all websites, all the BET, everyone website. I was a correspondent in Canada, so I know what that feels like. I know the entity called Viacom, okay, and I heard that BET now is a girl channel called BET Her, and I'd like to be part of that. I'm working on a lot of things this year. At the end of the day, Deborah runs it, regardless of the whites in behind it. Is a reason for all those things, all the Jewish people. I would just say Abisola be, you have the facts I need. Bisola, you're talking about Jim Jones, a white man that led black people to drink poison and kill themselves. I understand what you say about Sony, but I don't know about that Michael Jackson stuff. Michael was part of that problem too. And then, of course, Dr. Propofol. You know that doctor now, Dr. Propofol, that kind of stuff. I think we're done, Christina Adeleke, she is the mother of, isn't that Dimola's wife, Seth? But the one question though is Wale's mother never married Deji. Grace. I don't know if Grace is Nigerian. Achunwa, what's her name? I don't know. She's African, sure. But anyway, money. Money governed the Adela case. And the children saw that money very young. They had no idea how their father got that money or earned it. Their job was just to spend it. The one thing that Deji did was Deji actually used the money to invest in a lot of things. Record labels. He helped Davido with the record labels, a university, oil companies, lots of business. Pinnacle was not good anyway. Guys, you know about Pinnacle? Let me end the broadcast about Pinnacle. Pinnacle was the bank that Deji Adeleke started. It folded, like all the other banks that folded in the 90s. What happened to the people's money? People lost their money and the banks folded and they all made their money. Christina, what's her name? Is it Christina Ebru? Cecilia Ebru? Oceanic Bank, the same thing. Every bank that folded in the 90s, people lost a lot of money. The Sarakis had Society General, right? By Bukola and Bemi. And the Adelekes also had Pinnacle. The bank folded. And all of them became rich. So people call them 419s too in one area because when they hear the story of the bank, many of you were young in the 90s. You weren't even born. But the Adelekes were one of the families that folded a bank. The Ebrews, the Adelekes, the Sarakis, those three families. Money is the root of all evil. If money is the root of all evil, well, give me the whole damn tree. I'm Kemi Amalulu Olunlaya, Nigerian journalist, pharmacist. Instagram, both HNN Africa and Kemi Olunlaya. I haven't returned to HNN Africa on Instagram. Please, I'm trying to brand it. Get there, though. It's almost 50,000, but just like it, follow it. But I'm actively on Kemi Olunlaya on Instagram. Snapchat, I have it. I don't go a lot, but I'll start doing even more on Snapchat. YouTube, HNN Africa TV. YouTubers, go to my son's video on this page and go like his page. Okay, I need subscribers in Rich KJT's page. Google Rich KJT on YouTube and go follow him. He's going to release some big bad songs, and he's going to start branding his music. So support my son, okay? Support my son. Support my son, okay? I love you. This is the 1 hour one. And when we'll be back, Bisola, don't send money. Support the show. You're very active on the show. I will be back. I'll try to be back tonight to do DJ Oluchime and Tagbo. The connection with the Abba of Lagos, Oba Akiolu, Demola Delicate, and Edgar Imohini. Edgar Imohini, the Lagos State Police Commissioner, was removed a few days ago and redeployed somewhere to Abuja. And as the IGP retired yesterday, Imohini was posted back to Lagos. I mean, he's done a lot for Lagos. He's an abroad cop, very modern, parade suspects, everything. Edgar Imohini is going back to Lagos. I'll tell you what role he played in Davido's investigation of Tagbo's death, DJ Oluchime, and how he made 30 billion after those three died. He talked about it before, and after they died, 30 billion in account though. Get it, I hope you're watching the video. The whole thing will fall on your face. Because that little girl, I told you that when Pharaoh went into labor with Davido on the 19th of November, 1992, she delivered Davido on the 21st, very early. So that woman went through something called 24-hour labor. You know what has happened on the 19th of November, 2015, when Teju and Deji broke up? Remember? When Teju and Deji broke up. I remember that case, Judge Oguntade, one stupid judge. Yeah, Judge Oguntade, you're stupid. He was the one that chased all the journalists out of the courtroom. 2015, now when Buhari just became president, around that time, he made sure, are there any journalists in this courtroom? He chased them out because Deji and Teju, they claim, wanted privacy in the matter. In America, there's no privacy in a divorce case that's in court. Boy, the reporters would have sued, but these Mumu reporters in Nigeria, they wouldn't sue. They're scared. Or maybe Deji has paid the judge self to chase them all out. The divorce was final on the 9th annual Adele case. Second birthday. Imagine that girl. That girl was a spiritual thing. Her grandfather was divorced on her second birthday. Her grandmother delivered her father shortly 24 hours after her, shortly 24 hours on the anniversary, the same day that they share, that 19th of November. All kinds of stuff happening on the 19th of November in the Adelikis family. You wouldn't hear this anyone. You wouldn't hear this anywhere else. You'll only hear from Kemi Olunlaya, Surviving David. I love you.